Bill Harrigan, 358th first grade game.
Behind.
And we're underway at Brookvale Oval. The Sharks defending the southern end. The Northern Eagles first touch of the football with Kafusi.
Look for one, here we are, Sharks.
20 metres out from his own line. This is Shipway.
Line me up and hold.
Hopper going into acting half. You could hear the Sharks yelling out Hopper, Hopper. He runs from there more often than any other player in the competition.
Yep.
Chris Beattie falling away quite dramatically, then getting in the road a little bit, trying to milk the penalty. Eagles not forthcoming. It's Brennan Reeves' tackle. Here's now the kick from Luke Dawn.
Give him 10. Give him 10. Back off 12.
Didn't quite get it, so it bounces nicely for Peachy, who heard that Adam Watmore was offside. Anthony Watmore, I should say, but the penalty not forthcoming.
I think that the Watmore actually went back that extra metre and saved himself, giving a penalty away for the Northern Eagles against the Cronulla Sharks. But this is what they've been so good at the last couple of weeks. Cronulla going forward, getting over that advantage line and making plenty of metres. Don't worry about passing it. Let's just make it up the middle of the field and give it to Kamali to make us 60 and 70 metres at a time.
Here's Bickerstaff. Kafusi going a little bit high, then around the legs, wraps him up. Last tackle, Kamali, what's the option? Kicking towards the in-goal area. An enormous boo went up as he got the football, and it's just gone too deep. Wasn't much in it, but it's a restart on the 20-metre line for the Northern Eagles.
And a big cheer for the ball actually going at the in-goal there at the same time. They get plenty of non-support here for the Northern Eagles fans. I would like to see him stay here in the number 7 jersey. They decided to go with the Cronulla Sharks. Last meeting they had was the Sharks 40, defeated Northern Eagles 80, and that was at Toyota Park.
10 short of halfway. Crowd is still streaming in here to Brookvale Oval as Williamson decides to run himself just short of the halfway line. Hopewadi in an acting half again. He goes left. Tackle made by Johns. Around the legs, Beattie coming into assist also with McKenna. Goddard, the acting half-back, fires it back to Dawn. Didn't quite get it. Again, was that breeze strong? That's bounced back. It's fallen nicely offside though. Jason King.
Jason King probably around 2 to 3 metres offside. The ball bouncing back, but they actually threw the ball around about 15 metres behind the line there. He's offside. I'll tell you what, the big man must have thought he was very, very quick to get there, Mark.
Have a look for him.
Good pickup.
It was a great pickup, but he was offside by about 15 metres.
Well, truly easy decision there for Bill Harrigan to make. There's now Bickerstaff. Almost through a gap there. Menzies closed it. Quick play the ball. Gibson out of acting half. Picks up an easy 10 metres. On a bit of a roll here, the Sharks. Here's Kamali. There's the boo again. Johns juggles. Well tackled by Luke Williamson. 15 out from the Northern Eagles goal line. Hard not to call them Manly when they keep referring them to them out here at the ground. Now it comes out to Fronze. Goes for the corner. Had the arm free. Albert Torrens came up with a try-saving tackle with Hopewadi. Fronze very slow to his feet. Suffered an injury there. Now Kamali with a kick. Graham's there, still on the ground, kept alive. Peachy's over, can he get it down?
Play the ball there, fellas.
6 tackle changeover.
Just short of the line. Back up near the line, hold here.
That was very close for the Cronulla side. Peachy must have been just about a metre or so, half a metre, less.
When you play it, let him up.
Yeah, the referee was saying that he was tackled. The big tackle over in the corner, really, by Hopewadi on Fronze that made him a little bit weary. He's back in the line now, Fronze. That's number 4 for Cronulla. As Reeves now jumps out of dummy half.
20 metres out, the Northern Eagles from their own line. Torrens.
Let him up now, quickly.
Who assisted Hopewadi with that tackle on Fronze. Here's Hopper out of acting half once again, looking to offload to Williamson, but too much traffic. Last tackle here for the Northern Eagles. Goddard kicks from acting half. Matthew Reek is back there. Peachy's with him. Decides to go himself after slipping over, and the kicker comes up with a very good tackle one-on-one.
A tremendous chase there, wasn't it, by Goddard. but all the kicks so far that the Manly Northern Eagles side have put in really haven't made that much ground. So going to make sure they get their kicking game in order and try and keep turning this Cronulla Sharks side around.
Graham, crowd thought the ball was forward.
Have a look.
And trying to play it, but Kaufusi was holding it up. Here's Beattie.
Let him up.
Peachy acting half, last tackle. Northern Eagles in front of the referee then as Kamali's hit after he kicked it, or as he kicked it, and fell awkwardly but is up to his feet. Reeves beats the first defender but not the second. Been a confident start from both sides so far. Creary plays it. Apawati. Ball on the ground. Who wants it? Referee has decided to restart the tackle count. Robert Miles down the touchline. Beattie was across there. Williamson now to Goddard. Support from King. Will he have the pace? Rhodes on. There's no one there. Kamali's coming. He's over. Did he get it down? The big front rower didn't think he'd have the pace, but in the end he got there, and the Northern Eagles have scored first 4 points to nil.
Tremendous work there by the Northern Eagles. Tremendous play on their left-hand side of the field, just drawing and passing. They were short on numbers. You see Matthew Johns come in to try and make the tackle. Tremendous take there by Miles, one-handed, then outpaces Mallow. Mallow comes up with the tackle, but back inside Goddard, backing up. He didn't even look. He knew that someone was going to be there. Then King, he thought, I've got to get this ball at Dawn. Kamali gives great chase. Then he knows he's got to get himself down nice and low. And that is a great start to the Northern Eagles.
Yeah, tremendous work. Miles started it, but the support play from the Northern Eagles, the two front rowers, Goddard and King.
And that pass by Williamson was an absolute classic. He knew that someone was coming. There was the man in Goddard. And then Goddard got it off to that man there, scoring the try. And King, some well-deserved triumph there because they've been going toe-to-toe. The two sides, the completion rate already for the Northern Eagles is 4 out of 5 and Cronulla side 3 out of 3. So both sides controlling the ball very, very good in the first 8 to 10 minutes of the game.
Tremendous work. The only one of the front rowers not there was Mal Kaufusi. Goddard very busy in the start of this match. And King playing in front of a very big crowd at Brookie Oval. That's what he was quoted in the press during the week about playing at Brookie. He used to come down here with his father to watch Stephen Menzies play on the hill. Local junior. Jason King scores the first try. Here's Williamson. Struck it out to the right. Kick 11 from his last 11. So that streak is broken. 4-0 the Northern Eagles over Cronulla. And just 8 minutes gone. Very impressive start though from both sides. The Sharks dominating field position. The Northern Eagles try really coming from nothing. Here's Kamali. Drives it deep. Reeves, awkward bounce. Luckily for the Northern Eagles, it was straight into Mal Kaufusi.
Tackle one, let go now, Chris, let go.
Here's Miles from acting half. McKenna with a tackle. Shipway. Bickerstaff. Over the top. Gibson around the legs. Defence here from the Sharks. Apawati again from acting half. How many times has he run out of there today? That's his 5th.
Back here.
This is their 6th set, the Northern Eagles. Goddard nowhere through there. He's lost that. And so Cronulla will get good field position. Peachy. Stevens got back there to pass it on to him. That could have been dangerous for the Eagles. Bickerstaff.
2 now. Have a look at me, fellas. Here. Markers lock in.
This is Gallen.
Here we are.
In the starting lineup, replacing the suspended Phil Bailey. Kamali, Beattie. Good defence. Watmore, 15 metres out from the line with Mal Kaufusi. Stevens now. Gets to within about 5. The offload back to Gibson. Bounced nicely. Now Peachy. Goddard there with a tackle. That ball was forward to Kamali. I got it. Gary Freeman got it and Bill Harrigan got it, and it had to be Brett Kamali for the crowd, didn't it?
And that they let him know all about it too, don't they? But Once again, not putting the man on the ground and just thrown about a metre forward by Peachy. Great put down though, like
Arms over the
Kamali.
top.
One-handed.
Put his arms over the top. Inside leg is back prop. That's not in. Your inside leg's got to be back. Lock in, lock in.
Northern Eagles win it. Williamson now plays it 15 out from his own line. Mitch Creary, 2 tries on debut early this season. Former Manly Marlin Rugby Club. And a lot more. Over the 30 by about a metre. Solid defence out there on Miles, running from acting half. And there's Hopewadi heading it up. 5 tackles gone. They're 5 metres short of halfway. Sloppy play the ball. Williamson now kicking. Into the sun looking is Paul Mellor, that gets a nice bounce. Fires it out to Peachy. Reek goes inside. He's got Fronze on his outside. Calls him on the inside. Menzies there to make the tackle.
Oh, good defence there, won by the Northern Eagles. And again, Camella not scared to throw the ball around the back. The back three have been very, very good for them lately. Fronze just starting to get himself back into the game too after that earlier knock by Hopewadi.
Stevens, good run. All those Eagles players called off. No penalty coming there as Kamali now runs. Johns, what a tackle from the winger. Mitch Creary.
Tremendous defence there. Now they'll put pressure right on Johns as he put the kick up nice and high. Reeves in perfect position. Great take.
And a return to about the 20-metre line.
Coming back to me.
An impressive start from the Northern Eagles. They've had plenty of work to do at their end of the field. Doing it quite comfortably at the moment. Menzies. They lead on the scoreboard by 4 points to 0. 12 gone. Menzies finally is able to play the football. Hopewadi, another hit up.
Everyone knows that Hopewadi does jump out of dummy half every time that he gets here, but the hard thing is actually stopping as big Mal Kafusi just gets it over the halfway.
Last tackle for the Eagles. Dawn kicking again back towards the centre of the field. Watmore was called offside, so has to stay out. I don't think he really thought that he was. He gave a quizzical look towards the referee. He was flying too.
I think the big problem is, though, the position that they've got themselves in, and then the way that Dawn is kicking. He's kicking a little bit in behind the ruck, which means 9 times out of 10, most of the players on the kick chase are all offside.
Stevens, straight at Chipway, takes the tackle. Stevens look to offload now, takes the tackle. Just short of the halfway line, he plays it. Gibson out of acting half, caught the markers napping. But Goddard and King come up to make the tackle. Last here for Cronulla. Kamali now kicking away from Reeves, away from Hopewadi. Here comes the chase. Hopper's knocked it on. The ball bounced away from him, and the pressure was coming in the chase. I think he could hear the footsteps.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a tremendous kick, wasn't it, by Kamali? Slice it in between Hopewadi and Brendan Reeves, the fullback. Hopewadi not happy. He kicks the ball away. Just have to be very good here in defence, the Northern Eagles, because
inside leg is back propped. Locks.
Maybe have a run.
Must bind.
What's the furthest I've ever seen Bill Harrigan stand away from a scrum?
Kamali, Johns had to reach for it. Now Peachy. Here's danger for the Eagles, but Williamson comes up with a very good tackle. Disentangles himself eventually. Johns inside to Gallen. Wall of defence there from the Northern Eagles, and he lost the football. Golden opportunity gone begging there for Cronulla. Mistake made by the back rower.
It was a good tackle too, wasn't it? Just big tackle there by Shipway. He's had a fine season.
Inside leg is back. Lock, Chris, lock.
There's Brett Kamali yelling out to Matt Bickerstaff to break from the scrum. Fortunately for Kamali and Bickerstaff, he tripped over one of his teammates' feet as he did. He's ineffectual in defence as now the Eagles play at 20 out from their own line. This is Aaron Kennings on the field for the Eagles, wearing jumper number 14. Hopewadi. So an early change made by Peter Sharp for the Northern Eagles. Not even 15 minutes gone, just coming up on the 15-minute mark. Maybe that run for the try has taken it out of Jason King. Is Shipway now into space. Williamson, they've got the numbers. They should score. Has he got the pace? Mellor flies. Back over the top to Creary. A try again. He's a try-scoring machine for the Eagles. And they lead by 8-0. And the crowd erupts at Brookie.
Tremendous play once again down the left-hand side. The Cronulla side really struggling in defence. When the Northern Eagles start to take the ball over to the ball, drop back inside there to Shipway. He's a fine game so far. Off to Williamson, who's had a fine game. Mellor, he gives chase, but have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Northern Eagles players. He picks up Creary on the left-hand side. Not much Mellor could do to stop that. Just watch the ball back inside. He runs a beautiful line. The Shipway offload straight away. Peachy had to come up with that tackle. And Williamson showing a clean pair of heels. I'll tell you what, Mellor was catching him. But as I said, Mark, there were plenty of Northern Eagle players there backing up once he had made the initial break. 3 tries in just 2 first-grade appearances for Mitch Creary. As I mentioned, a double on debut. He's picked up another one today. He only came into the side because Ben McDougall was ruled out with injury. And 8 points to 0. And the Sharks have only won here 3 times since 1967, and it's looking ominous early. There is a big crowd behind the Northern Eagles this afternoon, and they will be trying to get them home. Williamson. It's a deathly silence gone over the ground as he's about to have this shot at goal. Well, that's because they want him to kick it. Maybe I should be quiet. Williamson. Straight between the posts. Bill Harrigan awards the 2 points, and it's the Northern Eagles leading Cronulla by 10 points to 0. 17 gone at Brookvale Oval. Could not have asked for a better start, the Eagles. And they are running into a bit of a breeze in the first half. And they have the football again through Kaufusi. Another try would really open this game right up for them. So Chris Anderson has decided to make a couple of changes. Creary now. Danny Nutley about to come on. Jason King struggling on the sideline with maybe a back or hamstring problem as they lose the ball. Cronulla did was their hand. There's King, left hamstring. Maybe when he scored that try, stretching out. They've turned the ball over here, the Northern Eagles. Both hamstrings may be cramping up. So Cronulla, another opportunity in Northern Eagles territory.
Cronulla has a loose inside leg, his back. Blocks behind. Steve Menzies lock in. Wasn't out. Well, let the ball go. Let the ball go. We're not going to start until I... Hey! Get it out. Just get away. You don't need to come into it, Jason.
I think Jason was just sticking up for the little number 7 there and just said, please don't do that.
And here's Stevens running it forward. They need some spark here, Cronulla, just to get themselves back in the game. 10-point deficit. As we see the first interchange made, Dean Bosnich on against his former club.
2 on the line.
For Cronulla now. He'll get a hit up shortly. As Kamali looks for Biggerstaff, cuts him out. Peachy. Graham's there on his shoulder. Torrens made the tackle. 2-on-1 on his outside. Peachy now. They've regrouped well, the Northern Eagles. Menzies with a tackle, but he offloads it to Graham. Graham finds Kamali. Kamali to Mellor. Mellor now, quick hands to Johns. Defence is there again. Johns coming to his left. The Eagles defending stoutly. 9 out from the goal line. Here's Danny Nutley. Good tackle, Mark Shipway. Tackle number 5. Kamali with the kick. It's on the ground. Was that knocked on? No. Shipway has picked it up.
Good work there by the Northern Eagles in defence. I don't think that Bill Harrigan will give too many penalties today for anyone being held down in the ruck area.
Looks like Kaufusi is coming from the field in back play for the Northern Eagles.
Hopewadi, great ball.
To Menzies. Tackle number 3. Wanting a penalty. Reeves from acting half. Very short 10 there. Goddard. He's now 15 short of the halfway line on tackle number 4. There's Kaufusi coming to the touchline. Gary Winter is on tackle number 5, as Robert Miles will play the football. 10 short of that halfway line. Dawn with a kick. Mellor looking into the sun once again, gets a nice bounce though. Defence was good, the chase excellent. He's got the arm free though. Peachy he links up with. Then McKenna. They're there again in numbers though, the Northern Eagles. Back to Mellor, who got the kick
This line.
in the first place. Reek beats 2 tackles. Reeves in front of him, tries the goose step. Still going Reek, away from Cannings. And Goddard comes up with it. He was the man that missed it in the first place. Now Kamali. Bit of a roll here for Cronulla. Bickerstaff taken to ground by Menzies. 20-metre line, he'll play it on. They come left through Peachy. Fronze on the ground, he's going to rule that a knock on.
I got the whistle, you play the footy. Yeah, mate, it's the same as Jason over there. I got up in for coming in, I don't want John coming in.
John Opawati just making sure he puts a little bit of pressure on the young centre in Fronze. That's the second time he's had a little bit of a dig at him, just to try and put him off his game just a fraction.
Let him up, David, 1.
Brendan Reeves plays the football. This is Anthony Watmore.
Chris, all the way back.
21-22 out from his own line. Williamson.
Hold here.
Gary Winter playing the ball here for the Eagles. The Northern Eagles spending so much time in their own end of the field. They've got the football, but they can't get over the halfway line. They've only done it twice for 2 tries as the kick comes downfield. 82% of the game is being played in their half of the football field. 18% in Cronulla. It's an amazing stat. And there's the mistake.
These mistakes now creeping into the game for the Cronulla Sharks. Drop the ball back inside. And that pass should have been taken by Reek. It wasn't.
Inside ring is back, don't strike till it's in.
And now he's put them under pressure as Dawn now goes to feed the scrum.
They've only been down here twice for 2 tries. Now Dawn.
Let him up now, that's 1.
Best field position of the game for the Northern Eagles because their tries were long-range stuff. Penalty right in front.
Too long. Too long, mate. No effort to get off.
Gift 2 points if they want it. Luke Williamson right in front will take it.
You'd say, look at that replay there, 3 men in the tackle. It was very, very dominant. The Lions been rushing to get themselves off the tackle in the whole game so far.
They're really struggling at the moment, Cronulla, to get any rhythm. They've had great field position.
Just can't get the ball over the line.
A change made for Cronulla. Debutant Brett Sargent in jumper number 22. There he is, making his debut today. Former Parramatta youngster, coached by Gary Freeman at the Eels. So it's a big day for him. Williamson taking his time, so the referee signals time off. 1 from 2 today, 73% on the year. He's kicked 12 of his last 13. Should have little trouble. He doesn't. A further 2 points for the Northern Eagles. 12 points to 0. The Eagles over Cronulla. We're 16 out from half-time. An impressive first half of the first half of the Eagles, despite the fact that so long has been spent in their own half. And they're running into a pretty strong breeze. Seems to be picking up. The flags on the far side of Brookvale Oval on the hill, which is pretty packed. A beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Right, marks up, straight, quick, let's go!
Cannings plays it. Shipway Winter, solid defence. This is the youngster Sargent. Coming up on Winter. Goddard around the corner. He tried to push the impossible pass. I'm not sure that Peter Sharp will be too happy with that.
This is where Cronulla have been mostly for the first half. They get to this position here, 5 or 6 tackles, and then they really come up with an upping kick. So Kamali really has to take control of this set.
Dominant tackle, says the referee. Here's Danny Nutley. Straight ahead. 15 short of the goal line. Kamali now cuts out Beattie. Graham cuts out Fronze, goes to Reek, comes back away from the touchline, looked to pass, but had the arm wrapped up by Torrens. Kamali, Beattie running across field, spinning out of the tackle. Had Dean Treaster there with him on the last. It comes to Kamali, looking for the in-goal area. Can't find it. Here's a chance. Racing away the Eagles. Will Peachy get there? It's a sprint. The second rower, Watmore. They're not going to catch him. They're not going to get him. A length of the field try to Anthony Watmore. And the Eagles have blown the game open. It came from a Brett Kamali kick. The number 12, it was a gift. He raced 98 metres to score under the post. 16-0. Marsha Hines is excited.
Excited. I tell you what, that was tremendous play there by the second rower. It got down nice and low. Kamali going to the line, or saying he has to take more control. He thought, well, yeah, we'll get another set of 6 back. It does, it bounce up, but what about the pace of the second rower? There's Peachy, there's Kamali, and I thought the ball Peachy will certainly make some inroads onto the second rower. Watmore, but I tell you what, he just left it all for dead, and there was no one going to catch the second rower. Tremendous effort. As you said, 98 metres. Look at this, nearly on his try line. Great take, right-handed, and the rest just watch it. Tremendous effort.
Well, I saw the 2 on the jumper. I thought it can't be Watmore. He's running too fast, and it was. Under the black dot, first try in first grade.
He's very... That's good. Hello, I think they played soccer.
They came from everywhere, didn't they? And Gary, there's a tremendous lead for the Northern Eagles now. 16 points to nil. Kick to come from right in front. Cronulla. Shell shock behind the goal line. Two more points, 18 points to nil. The Northern Eagles over Cronulla. Peter Sharp looking on intently. Frank Panisi, half a smile on his face. It may be because he's going to France in a couple of weeks to take up a coaching role in rugby union. So another league he heads to rugby.
Stay behind it.
The Sharks restarting again. Menzies under it. To the 20-metre line.
Net one. On the line here, hold.
What a start for the Northern Eagles. Hopper out of acting half again. As you say, Gary, you know he's going to do it, but stopping him is another matter altogether.
I think he's going for an Oscar then. I'll tell you what, he's having a great season though, Hopewadi.
You do get your money's worth when you're watching him, don't you? 10 short of halfway.
He's a character.
Winter plays it. Jamie Goddard having a spell, which means Chad Randall's on the field. He's in there at acting half. Dawn with the kick.
Give him 10.
Peachy
Stay 10.
tracking back. Millor goes on his inside. Peachy got a hand to it, knocked it back, so that puts them all onside. Watmore's still out there too after that long run. Slowish play the ball.
The problem was in that play the ball, Peachy managed to walk forward about 2 metres, which meant that the defence was right on, up very, very close to making the first tackle.
Pull back. Hold.
Try scorer in there doing the defensive work. Another big hit. Aaron Kennings. Kamali finds Sargent. Around the legs, Menzies. Winter over the top. Last tackle here for Cronulla. Treaster kicking from acting half, looking for a 40-20, but it's not near the touchline. It was right on the 40. Would have been interesting to see how close Creary.
It's good work there by Dean Treaster to get out of dummy half. He knows that there's been plenty of pressure put on Kamali, who was on his left-hand side. They're up a little bit flatter. The Manly side, Northern Eagles.
Next year we can call them that. Now Menzies pushes away from Kamali. Does he know? He grabs him by the arm. Jeez, you could just sense the crowd wanting him to get on there.
Wanted to miss a tackle.
Papawati turning the ball back on the inside to Miles. That's Franze trying to belt an arm away. Dawn. Cannings did well to hang on to it. Selective sigh from the crowd. Randall kicking from acting half. Peachy has to chase again. This is a very good kick. Right on the goal line. Look at the chase too. It's excellent from the Northern Eagles. He's had to run across field, linking it with Miller. Danger pass. Creary came flying up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's good play by the Northern Eagles. Once again, a good kick by Randall out of the dummy half area, putting plenty of pressure on. Now the Cronulla Sharks have got to work very hard out of their own danger zone.
Hold! Tree, keep coming.
Treaster. Out of acting half, yawning gap. No support for him though. Fullback to beat. Reeves comes up with a good one-on-one tackle. Big hole in the middle of the ruck there from the Northern Eagles. Stevens. Graham well handled. Ordinary pass from Jason Stevens. Nick Graham taken to ground 30 out from the Northern Eagles line. Nutley acting half. Kamali kicking away from Reeves, and Creary racing. Can't get there, but it went over the dead ball line. Was it touched?
What touch? He missed it.
The referee said he missed it.
I thought he'd gone pretty close, and it's bounced right past him. Very, very lucky there.
That would have been harder to miss than it would have been to touch.
But it goes back to Dean Treaster making that break from the dummy half area. You can just see the Cronulla Sharks a little bit shell-shocked, and they had to get up a little bit flatter. He needed some backup. He's played good since he's been on.
Let him up now, quick,
8
Jason,
minutes
one,
before
hands down there,
half-time.
Jason.
They'll be desperate for some points before the break. The Sharks.
Two, leave him.
Last time
straight, let go.
they played here at Brookvale Oval, it was the Northern Eagles' biggest win in the club's history, 30 points to 2. They couldn't score a try that time, the Sharks. So far, they're without a try. Dawn.
3. Here we are, pull back here, all
Can't
back
say
here.
they haven't had the opportunity as King comes back on the field. 80% of the game's been played down this end of the field. Miles. McKenna with a good tackle. Creary, ordinary pass, picked up well by Williamson. Keeping it alive, King just on the field.
5 last.
Last tackle.
Quickly, pull back here.
Papawati into acting half. Well, he won't run himself this time. Now to Dawn, kicking back towards the gap. Here comes Brendan Reeves. Doesn't get the bounce. Bellor does.
Good tackle there by Mark Shipway once again. Tremendous stuff. Oh, up the middle of the ruck goes Reek.
And Reeves is up in the defensive line. There's no one at home at the moment for the Northern Eagles. Quick play, the ball coming. There's Menzies on Nutley, just lined him up. Bloodbin.
Steady, steady. Don't wipe your mouth. Don't know that on your jersey. No. Mate, don't do that on your jersey. I've got to change your jersey.
He's off.
We'll be on 3. If he tackles 3,
he's going
pull back to him, Manly.
He's going
tackle
out the
3.
pack. He's not going off the field. The referee said he has to change his jersey. Stevens now, barnstorming run.
Let him up.
Randall bouncing away. Winter was round the legs. Here's Sargent. Big hit from Jason King. Last tackle here for Cronulla. Kamali. Johns. Ball to McKenna. Mellor goes inside. Flick pass. Kick over the top. Reeves takes it well.
Oh, tremendous play from both sides. One for the Cronulla, just trying to attack down that right-hand flank. And then Reeves comes in perfect position. The kick over by Mellor straight into his hands.
Papawati bouncing away.
Troy, let him up. Quickly here.
Peter Sharp must be very, very happy the way he's going. Good run here by Menzies at the same time. Cronulla really on the back foot now.
On this one, fellas, on the line, hold.
10 short of the halfway line. 6 out from half-time. Dawn running himself. Last tackle, so that means the kicking options are limited. Goes to Reeves. Kicking over the head of Peachy once again. Peachy. A couple of metres out from his own goal line when he fielded it. And so they bring it forward about 15 metres. As Reeks lost it, and penalty.
You've got him on the deck and you still had to carry on with that headlock. Once you've got him down, John, let go. No, let's just go back to this one firstly. He's got him on the deck, then he's got him by the headlock and trying to screw his head off, mate. You're just trying to screw his head off. Once you got him on the ground, fair enough. Yeah, you got him on the ground there. Don't roll him back from there.
I think some messages might be going out to Mr. Hopewadi.
Now you can move it over to here.
Let's go back to your normal game, what you've been doing throughout the whole season. You've been very good. Just keep out of trouble. Just play football, John.
Yep. On that orange mark.
Kamali wanting time off while Fronze was getting treatment. It does not Fronze as Stevens takes the ball forward.
Let go. Here we are,
Fronze's not the man that's injured. There's now Nutley.
Use your foot. 2.
So the Sharks still down to 12. Kamali looking for runners. The defence read it well and made the tackle.
Line me up, pull him back.
So Reek slowly getting back to his feet for the Sharks. Johns. No way through this defence at the moment, although we're inside the final 5. Danger time in most games. Kamali. They don't want to concede here, the Northern Eagles. Ball kept alive. McKenna. Miles in front of him. Back to Mellor. Now to Johns. Graham gets the long ball. There's no winger out here. Fronze's the last man. He's got it now. Hopewadi's stolen it one-on-one. Like a thief in the night. It was almost too easy. Peachy and Hopewadi still coming to grips with each other in the back play.
Pull back out there.
Well, he's just one great thing is stealing the ball, a one-on-one situation. And then he holds on to Peachy. Peachy knows that he wasn't going to throw any punches. John Hopewadi's just scaring a few of these guys up there just quietly.
Gary Winter will play it. 3.5 out from the break. Chad Randall from acting half, right on the halfway line. The Northern Eagles. Last tackle. Dawn. Peachy having to turn and chase again.
It's a great chase here by the captain, Menzies.
Couldn't come up with a tackle though. Peachy recovered well to Reek. Tremendous football, great chase by Menzies, but every kick from the Northern Eagles was making Peachy turn and chase.
Just to get a little bit deeper, maybe that wind is not as strong as what David Peachy thinks.
Get off him, let go.
Good run by McKenna.
Here's the Sharks bouncing away. Mellor keeping the ball alive. The Sharks coming from Trista. Johns up towards the halfway line. Well tackled.
Quickly.
Kamali on the ground. Graham, can he get back there? Nutley's there. Sort of slow motion. Now he decides to go forward, 40 metres out. Quick play the ball. Comes from Trista. Graham. And Fronze looking to offload. Last tackle. There's the sign of the breeze behind the Sharks at the moment. On the hill, the big Manly flag, Northern Eagles. Kick for Creary's wing. Takes it on the full. Offside. Was the wing up? Or was it? Greater advantage, 20-metre tap, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there. Probably with the penalty he's going to give, they're going to be up on the 20-metre anyway.
Paul Mellor was the man that was ruled to be in front of the kicker. He took it well though, Creary. Looking into the setting sun.
Yep.
They get back out to the 20-metre line.
On the 20.
I did pick
Hold
that.
there.
I'm getting better and better at this.
He may not have found touch though, Gary.
Please, please.
Anything can happen. It's a funny game. Winter.
That's the funniest thing you've said all year. You're kidding.
As long as I'm keeping you entertained.
3 fellas, 3.
And the thousands of fans out there that love this.
12 metres short of the halfway line. Miles looking for Hopewadi. Goes himself inside the final minute. The Northern Eagles, can they put points on the board before the break? Hopewadi, like moth to a flame when he gets the football.
Pull back. Matt Johns.
Come on, Hopper, you've got to get up.
Marcus hold.
You've got to play it too.
Play the ball in
Last
the world.
tackle. Dawn with the kick. Turn and chase again for the Sharks. Mellor is back there. Watmore with the tackle, but the offload comes to McKenna. Running across field, looking for support. Torrens with the tackle. 29 metres out from their own line. Cronulla. They've got 15 seconds before the half-time siren to try and put points on the board. Stevens straight at Menzies, who makes the ball and all tackle. The siren will sound. Here it is, last tackle of the first half. Nutley goes to ground. Half-time here at Brookvale Oval, and a standing ovation from the Northern Eagles fans. The home side leads 18 points to 0. Harrigan signals time on. That was a pretty good kick. He's gone out. Reach. And who's first down there? John Hopewadi.
Well, Cronulla didn't certainly want. He's got up high. Ooh. I'd like to see that one more time. Replay really good to show him going out.
Leg is back. Yeah. Nah.
Oh.
No, hang on, mate. I was still in the middle of the scrum. I was still in the middle of the scrum. Come on. You need your inside leg back. No, you're not getting in your weight. Get them all down, and you go.
Here's a chance for the Eagles early. Williamson. About 15 metres out from the goal line. Reeves at acting half, now Winter.
Dean, keep him down, 2.
9 metres. He's lost the football.
Very fortunate there for the Sharks that Winter's come up with a mistake.
Take your time, control it. You get a clean play the ball. Wait on, wait on. Inside leg is back, Jason.
Scrum win for Cronulla, leaving the pressure a little bit. They need to score first in this second half. Mellor disentangles himself. Now Graham, solid defence from Winter, man who made the mistake.
This line, fellas, this line, hold, Marcus, lock in. Nutley,
smashed, and some great defence. He fell awkwardly. Gets up all right. Stevens, good solid run up towards the halfway line. Kamali kicking from just inside his own half, between Reeves and Hopewadi. Hopper gets back there. Good chase here from Cronulla, although Hopper has beaten, what, 4 of them? 3 of them at least. 4 in the end because the tackle wasn't completed there by Bosnich.
He just loves it, doesn't he? The harder the better for Hopper. Hasn't gone back out to his wing just yet, so expect him probably to get in and run from dummy half one more time, and they come up with a mistake.
Yeah, it did.
Not the start that both sides probably would have wanted as the ball dropped. Chad Randall did pick it up, carried on, waited till the whistle went.
That's it. Put in.
Kamali finds Johns. McKenna.
Great
career. Didn't he nail him? Now Mellor slipped over. McKenna. Williamson there with Miles. Nutley. Around the legs was Chad Randall. King over the top. They're 10 metres out from the line, Cronulla. Here's Kamali. Inside to Bosnich. Gets the offload away to Treaster. Johns, McKenna reaching back for it. Back to Johns. Still going to Treaster. But the Northern Eagles defence is there again in numbers. Stevens. Ball control was being yelled out by the Cronulla players. He offloads, went backwards, picked up by Peachy. Bosnich juggles, regathers. Last tackle here for Cronulla. Numbers left if they get a quick play the ball. They've still got numbers. Kamali back to the middle of the ruck. Trista breaks the tackle. Dawn gets it down.
You're having a look at the grounding, mate. Yep.
And if anyone deserves a try here for the Cronulla side, it is Dean Trista, the little number 9. He's come on from the bench, I should say. And does he get it down cleanly? The other C here. I think there will be no try. I think that Reeves has got his knee in there, right there, and it's short of the line. The other side, this way here, tells the story. He reaches out, does the correct thing right there, and the knee comes in. Well, I'm going to say no try.
Well, Peter Filmer has to decide whether or not it's an attempt to strip the football. For mine, he wasn't playing it. It was just making the tackle. And he didn't get the ball down. It's an important decision because the Sharks desperately need to score first. I think he's lost control of it there. For mine, it's no try, but Peter Filmer's the man that counts. He wants it again. Well,
see, when the ball comes back, Peachy, I think, is the man who picks up the ball
and scores a try.
And so is it knocked back? That's what I'm saying.
David Peachy, the man that picked the football up, is going to be awarded a try. Well picked up, Peter Filmer. There it is.
It's gone off the knee there, and we're going to the second bloke to award the try, which he scored under the post.
Well, just the start, Cronulla Sharks needed a few mistakes by the Northern Eagles players.
Dean didn't score it. It was the second bloke who picked it up and ran in.
Good decision. We weren't looking at that, were we? We were looking at the first initial
That's
mistake.
why we're not video referees. So he's lost it there, but it's gone back. David Peachy picked it up, was it? Not Peachy, no, Nutley. Danny Nutley. It was Danny Nutley. Danny Nutley played the whistle.
And Trista goes through the gap there, tremendous work. Morley adds the extra 2.
The interesting thing there would be, when did Bill Harrigan blow the whistle, after Nutley put the ball down or not? But it's on the scoreboard. Northern Eagles 18, Cronulla 6. Danny Nutley was the try scorer. He was ruled to have been knocked out by the knee of Brendan Reeves, picked up by Nutley. And the Sharks are on the board. And the try scorer returns the football.
Let him up, mark it straight. 2, to me.
Sargent plays it. Stevens. I wonder what impact this will have on Cronulla. What impact it will have on the Northern Eagles. Trista interacting half. Whitemore lets him go. Graham. Up towards the halfway line. Kamali on the halfway line, charge down. Peachy's got it. 6 to go. There's a bit of a gap there. He can't get through there, but he keeps it alive to Bosnich. Very dangerous tackle.
Whistle's blown. There's your line. Legs are up there.
He hasn't placed him on report, but it may be looked at during the week.
That was all right. He didn't go through with it. Got him up high and let him go.
You hear the referee saying there, he didn't go through with the tackle, didn't try to spare him in the tackle, so...
Well, Phil Bailey's on the sideline for a tackle reasonably similar to that. Anyway, we'll find out during the week. Here comes Stevens towards the goal line. Cronulla getting a bit of a sniff here at the goal line. Can they get the ball over? Trista. John stacking the short side. Fury coming in again. Didn't make the tackle. Miles did on McKenna. Johns runs at the defensive line. Back to Peachy. Dummies to Bosnich. Flicks it back to Mellor. Mellor now bouncing away. Still going. Paul Mellor. He's over the goal line. Can he get it down? Held up. Bill Harrigan in perfect position. He's under there. Robert Miles.
On 3 scrum.
How strong was Paul Mellor? He got rid of, I think, 3 players before he got to that position there. And Bill Harrigan, perfect position to make that decision. Well positioned for the referee.
Game of centimetres, isn't it? Another chance for the Cronulla side. They get 6 more from this scrum. Fronze. Torrens up there to make the tackle, flings him to ground. And Hopper's in there just to slow him down and annoy him.
He's never left him alone.
Sargent. And Hopper's in there again. Lucky not to give a penalty away. Treester. Back to Peachy. The Sharks have scored 2 in 5 minutes. David Peachy this time puts it down. No dramas. Cronulla are coming back 18-10 with a kick to come.
Well, up till Matthew Reek stepped out on that left-hand side from the kickoff, the Northern Eagles virtually have had no ball whatsoever, and their defence, which was so outstanding in the first 40 minutes, really, they shouldn't have had half-time. But once again, Treester, I think he's been playing fantastic since he's been off the bench. Come from the bench, I should say. Ball back inside of Peachy. Just watching, they all chase across here, Mark. And there goes Menzies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaves a great big gap down the middle for Peachy to stroll over. Probably King was the man who should have moved over just a fraction more, but a lack of communication there.
1 from 1 today. He's about 18 metres out. About 15 or 16 in from the eastern touchline. Struck it pretty well, and it's straight between the posts. And so Cronulla, after trailing 18-0 at half-time, we've had less than 10 minutes of the second half, and it's 18-12. The Sharks well and truly back in the game. On the back of a little bit more football.
Stay behind it.
Luke Williamson getting the restart. Peachy will find Nutley. And there's a high tackle from Kaufusi.
Too high. You know you got him. You just got to watch where you're going, mate. Just get him down. All right? Righto. I don't think that was dirty, mate. I think that was just unfortunate.
Good decision there by referee Bill Harrigan.
They haven't found touch, have they? Yes, just. I thought Brendan Reeves half thought he was a chance. My quarter thought he was a chance.
There was no chance. That was going out all the way.
Yep.
10 metres into Northern Eagles territory. Cronulla. 2 converted tries, back to back. And there's some good defence from the Northern Eagles. The skipper leading from the front, Menzies. Sargent now. Kaufusi there with Shipway. Here's Kamali. Crossfield. Bosnich through the other side to Johns. Miles, very strong tackle, brings him to ground. Cronulla back to within 10 again of the goal line. Cut out ball to Graham. Dawn had to make the tackle. Fronze's lost it. Went behind him, says the referee. Sargent picks it up and is tackled straight away by Kaufusi, who was trying to give away a penalty. Kamali. Johns. Peachy's got himself a double. In the space of 2 minutes, David Peachy's gone bang, bang, and the Sharks have a kick to level it up.
Well, that's tremendous play there from the Sharks, and the Sharks fans have gone absolutely mad here this afternoon. Tremendous effort. 3 tries. The ball back inside here by Graham to Fronze. Goes over the back of his head. The referee said it didn't go forward. That's play on. And Sargent busting his way to the line. Kaufusi comes up with the tackle, but great play here. Great vision here by the little halfback Kamali. And what about the ball from Matthew Johns? Little short ball there to Peachy. Just watch this, how they race up. They try and put pressure on Kamali, and bang. That is tremendous play by the 7 and 6. And the 1, he's very happy.
It's all level at Brookie. 18 all, the Northern Eagles and Cronulla. There's Chris Anderson. He'll be feeling a little bit better. There's only 12 minutes gone. They've scored 18 points in the second half, Cronulla, after never looked like scoring in the first.
Just can't. I'll tell you what, sometimes when you play the game of rugby league, when half-time does come, one side's very, very happy to have it. The other one doesn't. They'd rather keep on playing. And that's what's happened here today. But certainly, the game is not over. Just under 28 minutes to go. And anything could happen.
Here's the restart. The crowd starting the Manly chant, trying to urge their side on.
That's one, fellas. Here we are.
There's the tackle from the 2 front rowers. King, Kaufusi, Sargent. King in there again with Kaufusi. Treaster out of acting half. King makes it 3. 30-metre line. He plays it on. Peachy. Now Stevens. They haven't had much football of late, the Northern Eagles. Peachy across field again. Trying to link up with his winger Mellor, but he fires it to McKenna instead, who comes back inside. Bosnich does well to hang on to the football. And Shipway comes up with a tackle.
They have to go left here.
Johns. Teddy Treaster has made a difference out of acting half as well. Giving them some room to move the ball players. Graham. Hopewadi, clean bowled him, and Rika scored the try. Straight through the legs. Bill Harrigan points to the spot, and the Sharks are now in front. Unbelievable.
Well, 2 mistakes by Hopper here today. A knock on the first half, and then the ball went straight through his feet. And Northern Eagles players, they cannot believe it. Cronulla once again have gone something like 90 metres. They said there, let's play on. Look at that. Just to get his body down. And Reek following through. Tremendous play. Nick Graham seeing he had to bring up the Manly side there. Northern Eagles side. Straight through his feet. Peter Sharp was saying, what is going on out there?
Perfect record today. His toughest kick so far. He's struck it well. It'll just fade away to the right. Didn't quite have the legs either. And so Cronulla have scored 22 points in 15 minutes to lead 22-18.
A major problem for the Mark once again. They just really haven't had the ball, have they? I think they've had it for a couple of sets of 6. I know that the completion rate for the Northern Eagles, 17 sets of 6 out of 24. And they've only had it for 2 sets of 6 since half-time.
The Sharks have had it for 11. It's an amazing amount of possession. They've scored 22 points from it. Desperate for the football here, the Eagles. The crowd has gone silent. A bumper crowd at Brookie. We've seen an amazing turnaround in this game. Stevens. At half-time, we were suggesting that the lead was big enough for the Eagles to go on with it. Now they've got to come from behind to win. And Cronulla have now got to roll on.
5 last. Let him up now, quick.
Just short of halfway. Graham plays it. Kamali kicking. Hopper takes it this time. An ironic cheer from the crowd. And they finally get the full football, the Northern Eagles.
Peter Sharp will be hoping now that they can finish the set off with a good kick and good chase. And hopefully then the Cronulla side will make a mistake so then they can pounce back.
Shipway plays it about 9 metres short of the halfway line. Kaufusi.
Let go.
Graham with the tackle over the top. Treaster around the legs. Treaster goes in again on Torrens. Last tackle here for the Eagles. Dawn kicking on the halfway line. Down to Miller, who takes it well in front of his face. The chase not as hard this time from the Northern Eagles, and Mellor brings it back to the 30. A net gain of 20 for the Northern Eagles.
2.
Peachy finds Graham over the halfway line. Cronulla looking for more points. Sargent, tackle number 4, Goddard with it. Now Stevens, Kamali's with him. Straight over the top, he tries to run at King. Kaufusi made the tackle. Last here for Cronulla. What's Kamali got up the sleeve this time? Menzies is back there, so too Goddard, who offloads to Dawn. Crowd thought the tackle was high.
No, it wasn't high. Nothing in it whatsoever.
You can tell we're at Brookvale Oval, though.
2, this line.
As Brendan Reeves plays it. Hopewadi. A few more bullocking runs from Hopper with a little bit more possession. Graham may start swinging back to the Eagles. They face a difficult task. Now Miles accelerates. Stevens, the front rower, comes up with a very good tackle. Hopper in the background.
10 minutes in the bin.
He's sent him to the sin bin.
Go on. Absolutely ridiculous. Mate, you saw what he did. You saw what he did, Steve.
He was a bit angry, mate.
Yeah, he's a bit angry and he throws the ball at him with the bloke's laying on the deck, mate. You can't do that.
So if anyone throws the ball at anyone, they're going.
Well, yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, I know where Steve Menzies is coming from. And he's throwing the ball at him in disgust of knocking the ball on. He thought that he was standing in the ruck area, or late in the ruck area, I should say, and he's throwing the ball at him. Well, I don't know if it really deserves 10 minutes in the bin myself.
Dominant. Here we are. 1.
I thought he could have got a penalty for Stevens not rolling out of the way, but anyway.
Well, that's what I thought too. I thought the penalty could have gone with him, not against him.
10 metres short of the goal line.
John, get onside.
It's all history now. They're down to 12, makes it even harder. Kamali, Bickerstaff, flying through the air.
They've got to go left. Sorry, Mark. They have to go left, Cronulla.
Injury and back play for the Eagles. They've only got 11. Graham stepping try. They're over again, Cronulla. Nick Graham with the try this time. Luke Dawn injured in back play. And there it is, 4 more points for Cronulla, 26 points to 18 with a kick to come. The Eagles falling apart at the seams.
And Mac Bickerstaff come flying onto that ball off Kamali. And Luke Dawn trying to take him nice and high. He got hurt in the tackle. Bang, there he goes. You can see he's up nice and high. Probably could have hit his head on the way down at the same time. And then they had to go left. There were numbers there for the Cronulla side. There's Kamali just seen, steps off his left foot, does. Nick Graham gets back inside, and that stays there. They were down to 11 men, and very, very hard to handle them when they went wide with Graham and Kamali.
Danny Nutley coming from the field. Chris Beattie has gone on. He wasn't happy, Nutley, that there was no clean jumper for him to change into as the conversion attempt is successful. What a scoreline we have now. Cronulla 28, Northern Eagles 18. We've had 20 minutes of play. They've scored 28 points. Who would have thought at half-time that 20 minutes later we'd see this scoreline? So the Northern Eagles make their interchange number 7. Brad Kelly coming onto the field for the first time today. I can't see as King now comes back. I can't see the Eagles getting out of this now, Gary. Said the same thing at half-time about Cronulla.
I can't believe what I've seen. On the first 40 minutes, I thought that the Northern Eagles would have come out here in the second half and absolutely just shot them, gone. And then it's just turned around. And now they're down to 12 men and they're going to have to defend a very, very shortened line.
I made the point about the Northern Eagles needed to be the first team to score in the second half. Well, Cronulla has just gone berserk, and it came from that controversial try to Danny Nutley, which will be spoken about, I'm sure, throughout the week.
Let it go.
Well,
Johns,
the viewing, I think he did the right thing.
Yep, we thought it was no try at first, but we weren't looking.
Fonte's away.
He is down the left-hand touchline. Defence is there from Torrens. Throws it back on the inside. It's kept alive. Play on, it should be. Penalty.
He's offside. He's offside.
Offside. Cronulla kick the ball. You're in front of it.
Gibson was the man who was offside. And that was a correct decision there by referee Bill Harrigan. Once again, down to 12 men. Mark, they are struggling in defence. They've got to send their 2 wingers back. The fullbacks back, so it makes it very short on either side of the ruck. They will find holes. That is the Cronulla Sharks when they have the ball in their hand.
Let him up now, 1, mark him straight, all back to Luke.
Here's Menzies.
That's 2.
Word from downstairs that Danny Nutley will be on in jumper number 20 when he comes back. Why they can't have 2 14s, I don't know. But anyway, in this day and age, 5 short of the halfway line. Play on, says the referee as Reeves goes over it. Williamson, Dawn, long ball. Torrens should have taken that.
Has he got, is that 0 there?
Let's play on.
Come on back, come on back.
Bill Harrigan just waiting to see whether anyone wanted to actually play.
I just can't work out Brad Kelly. Sorry, Mark. When he went to play that ball, he wasn't actually tackled, then he just tried to roll it between his legs. I didn't hear Bill Harrigan say play the ball.
That's not legal, though.
No.
A couple of metres short of the halfway line. Chris Beattie, Shipway slamming into ground. Gibson acting half, finds Stevens. Canning's on there. That's the tackle with Kelly. This crowd is stunned here at Brookvale Oval, I'm sure, as well, as Kamali running the football, flicks it out the back to Johns, finds McKenna. Miles with a tackle, but Mellor now has possession. Mellor, basketball over the top to Bosnich. He runs across field, looking to link up numbers here for Cronulla. It goes to Graham. Danger for the Northern Eagles. Back to Bickerstaff, and there's a sensational try. They've scored through Dean Bosnich against the former club, and that should be the ball game. 32-18.
Wow, unbelievable stuff there. Mellor, McKenna over on this right-hand side, really starting things off again. Kamali getting the ball away with his right hand, flicking it out the back. Just watch as he takes the line on. They look to see Peachy there. He flicks it out the back there. Johns does a good job. Just watch the play here by the centre and winger partner of Mellor and McKenna and Bosnich. He sees them at the short. He knows he's got to go nice and long, big long ball, and he stays down the middle of the ruck. You see him there in the number 19 jersey. He keeps following up, gets it back to Bickerstaff, has been good. And this kid, he gave the original pass to get them out nice and wide, then backed up beautifully down the middle ruck once again. And numbers really found wanting here for the Northern Eagles. And Graham stepping back inside on his left foot, really open up the hole down the middle of the ruck once again to Bosnich. You see him?
Third try of the year. Former Eagle, now with the Sharks. Kamali has little trouble from right in front. 34 points to 18. Cronulla over the Northern Eagles. And that's right at half-time. It was 18 points to 0. As unfortunately for the Northern Eagles, their fans, they came in droves, they're leaving in droves.
Well, they're a little bit like us, Mark. They can't believe what's happened.
Stay behind, fellas.
4 or 5 sets of 6 in the second half for the Northern Eagles. It's just not enough to win any game of football, even when you're ahead by 18 points at the start.
And that's not completed sets either. They haven't completed too many sets in the second half.
Marcus, stay straight.
Well, they've completed 18 sets out of 27.
To me here. Get out
If
there,
you go over to the Cronulla side, they've completed 26 sets out of 35.
There's the ball on the ground back to Peachy. And most of the game has been played in the Northern Eagles half. That's continued in the second half. This time, Cronulla's put points on the board. Kamali. Amazing game. Bosnich into open space again. Just tapped by the ankle by Miles.
Let go.
Lucky not to be a penalty there. Johns is still down to 12 men. Johns, support from Gibson. Tried to push away. Here's Beattie getting in the way of Nick Graham. Well, Chris Beattie, I know it's been a year to the day since you scored your last try, but it's got to be worked for.
Oh, he was steaming onto that ball there. The big fella Beattie. Just watch this. He goes, oh, look, it's open. There it is. Get out of my road. I want this ball.
21st of July 2001 against the Northern Eagles. He scored last time. Deja vu it was.
Oh, well, the big fellas, they don't score too many, but I tell you what, he would have enjoyed that one.
We wonder why.
Anyone in front of me, I'm going over the top.
One try in 47 games. 20 metres out, the Northern Eagles.
Dominant 3.
That's what they've been in the second half. Cronulla dominant.
4 foot.
Here's Aaron Cannings.
He's played a lot since he's been on, Cannings.
Quickly, keep coming.
That's some very good stuff around that ruck here.
Greaves still going. Back to Cannings. Solid tackle made by Fronze. Now here's Dawn kicking. Who's it for? Paul Mellor, and he takes it well.
That's where they needed to run the ball. Luke Dawn, the halfback for the Northern Eagles.
As Jamie Goddard makes his way down the tunnel. McKenna. And just carving them up now. Cronulla. This will be their 4th win at Brookie since 1967. Amazing record. 18 0 at half time. You could have had any money on them winning the game. Bickerstaff.
That's ball.
And he's been solid too, hasn't he, for Cronulla? Nice to dive, the break down the middle of the ruck. Gibson back into Kamali.
Is he tackled? No, the referee says he's not. He had no one in front of him. Then he ran back, finds Peachy now. There's Beattie! He's got it! He's got it! Has he got the ball down? Wow, would you believe it? Chris Beattie! 5 minutes ago, he nearly bombed it. He's got try number 2 a year to the day against the same club.
Oh, fantastic.
The unbelievable day continues.
Just fantastic. Gibson made the initial break, back to the footy now. And then the referee said no, he wasn't held, and then he shows the strength. Kamali gets rid of 2, flicks it out the back with the right hand, then Beattie. Look at him, he has, here I am, give it to me. I'm really close, it reaches out. Yes, he said, I will claim that one. Very, very happy. Good work here by Gibson, the little hooker. Saw there was a hole down the middle of the ruck, and then he's well aware that he had to get up very quickly. Kamali then flicks it out the back door. Peachy does a very good job going straight into Williams, pulls the man in to make the tackle on him, then offloads to the big fella. And Mark, as you said, he's very, very happy.
First try of the year, second of his career, as we said.
So one he does have a shot at goal himself.
It was July 21, 2001 against the Northern Eagles. He scored his last. And there's a conversion. Cronulla has hit 40. I can't believe this. Cronulla 40, the Northern Eagles 18. It was 18-0 at half-time. Danny Nutley's back out in jumper number 20, in case you see him. It is Danny Nutley. They don't have 2 number 14s. As Williamson brings it back, as the crowd wends its way to the exits here at Brookvale Oval. They've come in numbers, but unfortunately for them, they've seen a pretty ordinary scoreline. They enjoyed the first half. 14,500 here today, the biggest crowd of the season for the Northern Eagles. Has it gone 10? He touched it, Mellor. That's a penalty to the Northern Eagles.
Ball never made it. Ball didn't make it.
It's a fair decision from Bill Harrigan, who was right next to it. Paul Mellor took it before it went 10, and that's a penalty. So the Eagles haven't found touch.
He's taken it now, don't worry about that, Paul Mellor. That's a poor kick.
This has been one of the most amazing 30 minutes. There's still 9.5 to go. 30 minutes of football we've seen all season. Just extraordinary.
Crazy.
And Chris Beattie scored a try.
Hold.
That's even crazier.
He wants a double. There he is now, charging it forward.
That's true.
Oh, I don't think from 30 metres out, Mark. Not today.
Well, we saw Jason King run further than that, and Watmore run 98. There's a knock on, and so the Eagles have come up with possession finally in the second half. Creary.
First.
It seems like an eternity ago that the Eagles led 18-0, and the crowd was giving them a standing ovation when they left at half-time.
Dominant tackle, second.
The only reason they're standing now is to leave. Miles, across field, great tackle. Who was that?
Gibson.
This
Now,
will be Reed number 2.
Try, a double, magnificent pickup, but put it down to the sensational tackle, and I think it may have been.
I haven't seen the ball go down. I can't see it grounding from back there.
It was a great tackle, wasn't it, Gibson? On Miles, who jumped out of the dummy half area, and he headed nice and low, drove his shoulders right into the rib cage. The referee saying, well, I didn't see him get the ball down. But just watch this. Bang! Yeah, it forces the ball out, and then it's play on. He kicks it through. That's not a problem. He's onside. Kicks it again. Too much pace for Hopewadi. He gets down nice and low. Just watch this. Picks it up. Good little bounce that he got. I don't think there'll be a problem with that. They'll probably have a look front on, but you can tell by Luke Dawn there. Head goes back. Looks to the stars. And he knows this will be another 4-pointer.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 40 points to 18 is about to become 44-18. As Peter Filmer has another look at it. Nothing seems wrong. Well, I can't see anything wrong there. Peter Filmer got the right decision before looking at things that we weren't looking at. And that should be a try. And Hopper gives him a push. A bit too late now, John. Matthew Reek a double today. David Peachey a double. Chris Beattie a try. We're about to have 44 registered. There it is for the Cronulla side. 44 points to 18. A quite extraordinary scoreline. There's still 8 minutes to go. They could hit 50. I mean, more people have left by full time than we're here for the whole game, I think. I'll come in just to leave. Here's the replay again.
Yeah, once again, put it down to Gibson, the man who came up with a good tackle. That's what Cronulla have done so well here today against the Northern Eagles. Got off their line very, very quickly to stop the go-forward momentum. And this man here looks to add the two. No problems. Tell you what, you can see the people that aren't going as the Cronulla Shark supporters. They're staying here right to the end. They know that with 7.5 minutes to go, there could be another couple of tries on the board.
Well, I'd just like to know how many points, what the record is for the most points in one half of football. As I just sent Chris Duncombe, our statistician, scurrying for the books. One would have expected him to know off the top of his head, but unfortunately not.
At least he's doing something today.
Nick Graham to Nutley. I might get our producer to look it up to do something. 10 metres out from the line. Here's Graham. I am stunned at this scoreline. 46 points in one half of football is quite extraordinary. It has to be close to a record. Gibson over the 30.
Gibson's come on the second half really determined to show that, well, you know, Dean Tracy, you've had a good game as Beattie makes a good 15-metre burst up the middle of the ruck. He said, well, I'll put some pressure right back on you. Oh, that's a little bit of a hard pass there for Peachey to take off Kamali. He looks at his mate and goes, look, sorry about that. Chris Anderson looks on with a couple of bottles of water there. I think he's pretty happy now, the way the scoreline is looking at 46 points to Cronulla and the Northern Eagles 18. Just under 6.5 minutes to go.
This is the Eagles' first defeat here at Brookie Oval since round 19 last year, so it's been almost a full year for that. Watmore seems so long ago that he raced 98 metres to score a try, which at the time we thought may have given victory for the Northern Eagles. How wrong we were. King, he scored a try where he ran a distance. Williamson now kicking. Creary chasing hard. Mellors back there. Peachey stuck out the hand, grabbed it in.
Here we are.
Haven't they had a great game? Mellor and Peachey absolutely outstanding at the back. They were under all sorts of pressure in the first half, but there, once again, Mellor well aware that the ball was going to be kicked downfield. A little grubber by Luke Dawn. Tremendous backing up play there by number 1 and Peachey at the same time.
Gibson. Bickerstaff played very well, as Gary pointed out. From the South Queensland Crusher, just short of halfway. Kamali. Now Johns.
Great ball.
The gap. Now Mellor. They're backing up on the inside. Miles. Good tackle. I thought he went into touch. So did Miles. The touch judge said no. Kamali. Flick pass on the ground. Kept alive. Bosnich. Can he get a double? No. Reeves is back there. Gee, went close.
Went back. Up there. Yep.
And the referee said no, went backwards. That's no problems. That's play on. Bosnich once again towing the ball forward. Reese cleans up on the Northern Eagles.
I'm going to go out and let him say if this is not the most points scored in one half of football at this level, it's got to be close. I'll go to let him say that.
You'll even say it, will you?
Yep.
They're so brave. You're not going to have another 20 cents on it, Mark.
No, they're just little ones, 5 cents maybe.
Not too quick, not too quick.
Gibson at acting half. Cut out ball, Graham to Reek. Matthew Reek. 2 tries today.
And that's an area that's really beaten the Northern Eagles in the second half, is the quickness that the Cronulla side have played the ball. They've got up very quick, leaving players on the ground. And that allows Kamali plenty of time to pick up players. Good position to run the holes. Well, that's a good tackle by Williamson on Matthew Johns.
Certainly hit him hard. Kamali out of acting half, looking for runners. Nutley has dropped the football.
Zero tackle, quick.
So the Northern Eagles through Torrens have come up with possession. Reeves offloading there to Chad Randall.
Come up here, Marcus straight.
46 points to 18, 3 minutes remaining, 18-0 at half-time to the Northern Eagles.
Roll off him now.
Here's Goddard. Goddard offloading back to Randall. Now what more?
Three, let go,
on the 30-metre line.
Yeah, quick coming.
Williamson, Kelly, at Johns. Nutley there making the tackle.
Roll back off him.
Randall, Williamson, back to Goddard. Kelly's with him, away from Nutley. Throws it back off McKenna, off Menzies. It's beach volleyball on DY Beach. And we've come up with possession with the Northern Eagles. Williamson. Randall decides to go forward.
Tackle two, let him up.
Takes it up to the 30-metre line.
Back.
Could take the Northern Eagles some time to get over this loss too. They've got the Cowboys next week here at Brookvale. Williamson. And for 40 minutes they played well. For the next 40 it's been unbelievable. Goddard looking for runners. Kelly must score. Miles will finally get some points in the second half for the Northern Eagles, and the crowd that has stayed responds. Too little too late. 46 points to 22. Cronulla has finally broken in the second half.
Yeah, and this comes back to them getting more ball in the last couple of minutes. People running all out of the line. Gibson was the man. Great ball there by the captain, Stephen Menzies. Still, Creary was marked outside of Miles, but he decided to take the 4-pointer. But this is what the Cronulla Sharks do so well. They get up on their line very quickly. They try to put pressure on the ball carrier. This time it didn't play off. They actually run out of defenders there, and Miles picks up a 4-pointer. And probably that's the first time that the Northern Eagles have had 2 sets of 6 in a row and have managed to come up with some points.
Matthew Johns coming from the field for Cronulla, having a well-earned break with a minute to go. Jason Stevens quite happy. The Eagles' completion rate in the second half, 5 of 11. Cronulla 15 of 23. It's quite an amazing stat. Just 5 completions in the second half. They've only had the ball 11 times. And they've conceded 46 points in 40 minutes of football. Would have to be close to a record. Williamson. Very good kick. 46 points to 24. Consolation try at the end of the game for the Northern Eagles. Cronulla, in one half of football, have just proved themselves too good. After losing 7 in a row, the Sharks have now won 6 in a row.
Stay behind.
And they take on the Rabbitohs at home next weekend. Kamali.
Chris McKenna.
Who wasn't even on that side of the field. He was on our side. The siren will go very shortly. There it is in the background.
2 points.
Bill Harrigan trying to make it easy for himself. We'll make it 2 points.
Bill trying a little bit of humour as Creary chips over the top. David Peachy kicks the ball.
I see him going for a goal. I hope it goes out.
In a narrow winner. Full time at Brookvale Oval. An amazing scoreline. After the Northern Eagles led 18-0 at half-time, Cronulla 46 unanswered points to run out comprehensive victors. 46 points to 24.